I know it's been a while for episode 2, run into a few snags. The way I was going to do it was like this. Okay, to solve the issue with the mount, what I have gone and done, this is a standard LS mount for the block, and this is where it goes on to the body of the car. What I've done, I've got the Cressida mounts, and they will fit inside here like this, but as you can see it's a bit too short, so what I've done, here's one I prepared earlier, I've cut it off using a bandsaw. And also ground down this little niblet, so then that can fit on there like that, and you can fit a nut on the top. But that didn't work, so the way we're going to have to do it is we're going to have to remake the mounts. I thought I could get around it, but it's just not working. The bell housing's just too tight in the tunnel, so we're going to have to do it like this. Alright guys, welcome back. Part 2 of the video. So today we're going to start by lifting in the LS, get it in place. Hopefully it should all go easy, but I'm doubting that. Let's get to it. Alright, by the look of things, we'll have to do one custom exhaust mount probably, but while we're at it, might as well do both. Get some form of extractor on the car. Alright guys and gals, so what we got to do to fit the motor in, if you come here, we're going to have to cut out sort of along here, notch out the subframe, then we'll add a piece in, strengthen it up, make it all good, because the LS currently is not sitting low enough. It's going to hit the bonnet, so we just have to chop out all this, which should be nice and fun. It's just the way it is. Nice. Alright, there you have it. Motor's sitting in. At the moment it's just sitting on some blocks of wood. If you go down here, you can see where we've notched the subframe, and it's got a block of wood at the back there. That's how it's got to be. There's a bit of a gap around it, which is what you need. Oh. Yeah. Alright, so the cross member, subframe or K-frame, whatever you want to call it, it's been notched out. I know it looks pretty crazy. It is very notched, but yeah, you gotta do these things if you want to fit big motors in this little bay. We're obviously going to strengthen this up afterwards, so don't freak out. Alright, so we've cut up some mounts, which these parts will be welded onto the Cressida body. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to weld these nuts on. So then when we weld these plates into the car, you don't have to hold it with a spanner on the bottom. It'll be way easier to put them in, because holding a nut and a bolt, it's just not fun. mounts that are welded on the Cressida. We're going to cut these bad boys off. Then we're going to put on our new welded up nut mount thingamabobs. But we're going to get rid of these first. So let's cut them off. So what we're going to do, we're going to weld the mounts onto the car now, and then I'll just make a mount to fit the LS instead of trying to use all the factory bits and then weld it in place. It's just becoming a pretty lame to do, so we'll do it this way. Okay, so we've mounted up some tacks on those mounts, and then we'll put the mounts on it, and then we'll make the mount that bolts onto the side of the LS to suit. So we'll just make the plate bolts onto here, then just put the bit in between once we sit the motor in. Probably going to be the easiest way to do it, as we've discovered. But what do? Live and learn, yeah? Plus I had to make a bench, so it all takes time.